Podcast. Little countdown.
You are live.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, everybody?
Connor and Brad here. And we wanted to pop on real quick and answer some questions that we've been getting about our new book and product called Shockwave Selling. Just talk about what shockwaves are and how we're using them in our email marketing. It has been a hell of a week and a half. We've been throwing new YouTube videos up, doing a lot of lives, answering a ton of questions. The response has been amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching these. And it has given birth to a whole new product that you can get at the link below this video at rebelfortune.com/shockwave. That's where you can learn all the details. And if you decide it's right for you, you can get it before we close it down tomorrow night around midnight. What is a shockwave? What's the concept and how are we using it? Well,
you just said it. I mean, we've been going live. We've been talking about the same concept for the last week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we were doing this to create a shockwave. So let's talk about what a shockwave is.
Yeah. Well, just imagine any time you've seen something start trending on the internet, whether it's a hashtag that starts trending on Twitter or videos that start popping up in your Facebook feed, or when YouTube keeps suggesting the same things to you over and over. Especially on social media, there's so much of an algorithm and intelligence to decide what they should put in front of you and when, and kind of keep your attention focused. So you've been exposed to shockwaves all over the internet, and even before that. Every business uses this concept to generate a buzz for something, and you can kind of think the way that we're applying this to email marketing is just imagine that your list is it's a group of people that have a collective attention span, and they have an attention, they have interest, desires. All of that is a form of energy. And with shockwave selling, you're taking that and building it up into a big wave, and then pointing that wave at whatever you're selling. And that's what produces such an explosive result. And what we found, the way that it's different and better than our traditional way of just selling over and over again through email, instead of just selling every day, taking the time to build up this wave first, the reason it produces so much more of a result is because it captures a lot more attention. And if you've ever, if you're experienced at email marketing, you probably know this. And if you don't, if you're new, you may have experienced the frustration of sending out emails and having no response and no one opening your emails or clicking, or you launch a new, try to sell something and you get crickets. And a big reason that happens is you just didn't capture enough attention, or if you did, you haven't focused it enough or refocused it. And if you just imagine what we do on the internet all day long as human beings, our attention is constantly being redirected to a million different things. And it's really hard to stay focused on one thing. And that's why we build up these shockwaves of attention and desire before we sell something, because it captivates attention and focuses it on one topic. So this week, we're not talking about how to do YouTube. We're not talking about messenger bots. We're not talking about social media. We're not talking about anything else except this concept of email sequences to build a shockwave. And anytime you're selling something, it takes a lot of effort to harness someone's attention and focus it and keep refocusing it over and over again until you make the sale. And, every good sales letter, that's what makes it good. That's what they do. They grab attention right from the start, and they walk you through a story about a transformation, an opportunity that you can achieve. They really make a compelling experience for you that grabs your attention. But the thing is, if you're not an expert copywriter or you don't have money to hire one, it's really hard to do that as a beginner. And it's a lot easier to do it in sequential fashion, where, instead of selling one thing today and hoping that people buy it and the sales letter is good enough, we take a few days in email sequence form to build up that attention and desire. And it's a lot easier doing that than having to write perfect sales copy. You can do that even if you're a beginner. And it just grabs attention a lot more. It's very honest. It's very transparent. It's not pushy or salesy or anything like that. And it just has been working way better for us. So we've devised a method of repeating this over and over in our marketing. And so far, it's been working really, really well. So that's why we've been sharing it all week and why we've made this short guide. Again, you can get it at rebelfortune.com/shockwave. All the info you need is right there if you decide to join us before tomorrow. And yeah, it's just made our lives way easier. You know, imagine stumbling across something that not only works a lot better, but takes way less effort to make it work. It's just one of those things we're really excited about.
That's my favorite part is I get overwhelmed by the thought of like, what do I send? You know, not only like the more sort of lists that you have, especially with social media, and we actually talk about social media as in the bonus to the Shockwave selling program. We have an entire training program on how to accelerate and magnify the shockwaves with different social media channels. But when you have those different lists, you know, it can get overwhelming. It's like, what offer do I promote? You know, what do I talk about? What do I create YouTube videos about? What should I post in Facebook groups? Like whatever. And the part that I really like about having these sequences is I don't have to think about that anymore. I can just load up the sequence and then be like, all right, this week we're talking about email marketing. So, you know, sequence number 1, sequence number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and just plug in some emails. But I know that it's going to create this shockwave, and so the selling effect is going to be so much more powerful. But my favorite part is that it's, you know, not as overwhelming.
Yeah, and the beauty of this is once we figured it out, the same. So for those of you that missed this, the point is that these shockwaves of attention and interest and obviously people buying your products, that doesn't just happen by coincidence or by accident. They're created in a specific order of events. And so that's what we've done with shockwave selling is we've tested and experimented with this method until we have a specific sequence of emails that we give you in the program. There's actually 9 different sequences, but there's one specific 6-day sequence that we really hammer over and over again. And once you do it one time, you know, it may take some effort to create the first time. If you've never done this before, it'll take some effort to write the first 6 emails. But once you get it working, you can just keep doing it over and over again. You don't have to keep coming up with new content for emails or racking your brain trying to think of what do I say and how do I sell this new product. And it's just made our lives so much easier to know, all right, this month, if we want to promote throughout the whole month and make a lot more money than we normally would, all we need is 4 different products, whether it's our products or an affiliate product. And we line up the same sequence for each one and just change out little blocks of copy here and there. And in about a day, we can cover our whole month of email promos. And we know that they're going to be a lot more successful and our list is going to be a lot happier. You know, the shockwave effect isn't just about sales. It's also about the good vibes that you get from your audience. They're going to love you for doing this. They're going to pay a lot more attention to you over time. So your open rates are going to go up. You're going to get people emailing you, really happy about what you're telling them. There's a lot of goodwill and positive energy involved in this. So it's not just about like pushing them to make a sale over and over and being really salesy. It's really genuine.
There's another cool element to that, what you just said too, which is it's the best way to actually help people. Because I don't know if you're watching this, if you're like me, but I get scatterbrained. I start thinking about, you know, I do the same thing, especially, you know, in sales and marketing. I think, should I do SEO? Should I do YouTube? Should I do Facebook? Should I do this? And I start getting overwhelmed by all these opportunities. And when a good salesperson, a good marketer focuses my attention on one topic through a good shockwave, then it helps me to actually, you know, get focused and take action too. So yeah. That's why it's building goodwill, is you're actually helping them. You're actually reaching them, because it's so hard for us to focus. We get so scatterbrained that when you do a good shockwave, you do a great sequence, you help them, you know, actually focus their attention on something that has the best possible potential to help them, which is the product that you're selling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, if you're new to selling things, that can seem kind of hard, but it's actually way easier than, you know, we've studied copywriting and sales for 5 or 6 years, and this is actually way easier than learning all that stuff. You know, people can smell a sales pitch coming a mile away. You've probably, if you've ever been on any email list, you've been marketed to pretty hard. And doesn't it turn you off when people just trying to keep selling to you over and over again, and they haven't taken the time to connect with you first, or really, show you why you should buy the product? So especially that the sequence that we use in Shockwave, the first 3 emails of the sequence aren't even selling anything. We're just trying to communicate the idea behind whatever we're going to sell them and guide their attention towards, hey, this one thing is really important and it can help you solve the problem that you're facing right now. And even if you never buy anything from us, just understanding that one idea could change your life. Then we actually teach them something specific that they can take action on if they wanted to, and it's actually going to help them. And only then do we start revealing, hey, there's a lot more going on here, and if you'd like to learn it, there's a product, and here's what it's about. And by the time we actually get to the sales pitch, most people are already bought into it, and they already know why they should get it. And so we don't have to convince them. We don't have to push really hard to make the sale. And it goes from feeling like some sleazy marketer is trying to sell, and close you, to what it feels like to your list is you're their trusted friend and advisor who's just showing them how to get where they want to go. And even if they don't buy the product you're selling, they're still going to listen to you next week when you do another one, and they're going to continue to trust you more. That's just kind of the way the sequence works. Feel free, by the way, guys, hi on Facebook, hi on YouTube. Feel free to type your questions in below. We're going to be here for like 20 minutes just to answer some questions.
We got a few.
All Comedy says hello.
What's up, All Comedy?
Hey. Slater says, hey guys, will Shockwave literally be only available for the next 3 days, or will it pop back up again? Actually, it's only available till tomorrow night. I'm sure it will pop back up again, but it's going to be a while. We're going to close it down for a while and move on to another thing. What did he say?
He also said, I have my niche, by the way. Congrats. That's
nice.
Great job. LOL. I'm debating whether to get Shockwave or pay for a get response. Super tight on cash this month. They're cutting hours of my job, that 9 to 5 BS.
Sorry to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, by the way, share your niche. That's a big step. Congrats on picking a niche and committing. That's awesome. Obviously, we would love to have you involved in our programs. They're really next level. We think that you guys will really benefit. But also, if money is tight, I don't want to push you to buy something if you don't feel you're ready. It is moving on tomorrow. So make the decision that you think is best for you. But I don't ever want anyone to like stretch themselves too far or go into debt to get our products or anything like that. That being said, here's the deal. If you actually have a list right now, or you're building a list and you have something to sell, this will start making you money pretty fast. That's our goal for creating this product. It's really not for a beginner that doesn't even have an email list, or somebody that doesn't plan on having one at all. But if you're currently building a list, or you have one right now, and you have at least one product that you know you could sell to them, this will tremendously accelerate your results. If not, it's not going to help you yet. You should get that stuff together first. So I hope that makes sense.
Someone says they purchased Shockwave but no download instructions. Sorry about that. I've been having all sorts of issues with ClickFunnels. I will send you an email.
We'll send you an email right after this.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. But definitely get some download instructions very soon.
Cool. Let's see. Thanks for watching on Facebook, everyone. Feel free to ask your questions. Be here for another few minutes. Let's see. See if we
can do it right now.
If we can. Hey, let us know, Slater, what niche you picked if you want to share. We could show you some cool stuff, tell you what to promote. Let's see. Thanks. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, thanks for
absolutely. Thanks for joining.
Up.
Really appreciate it. We've had a lot of people join in the last few days. Pretty excited about the results, the feedback we're getting so far has been awesome. And yeah, we will definitely send you download info right after we get off this live. Let's see. Hey there, fellas.
Oh yeah, Real Solutions 365. Hey there, fellas. Is this similar to Aweber? Actually, no. It's completely different.
Yeah. So Aweber is an autoresponder. It's a software that lets you send emails to a list and build a list. Once you have that, Shockwave is our method for sending emails in a specific order. So you would take the emails that we teach you in the program and load them into Aweber and use it to send. So Aweber is the tool. Shockwave is the method that you're using. And yeah, whatever autoresponder you guys use to send emails, once you have these sequences working, every autoresponder has a feature that lets you send sequences of emails in a specific order. So instead of just sending an email to your list right now, you could load up 6 emails in a specific order that get triggered one after the other, one day after the other. You decide the time interval. And once you have a sequence that works, you can save it inside of Aweber or anything else that you're using. And if it's short, every month you could reuse the same one. If it's longer or it's a more involved product, or if you're, depending on how fast you're growing your list, you can reuse these sequences over and over and over again. Or if you're like us, you can keep revising them because you like marketing and you just want to keep getting better and better. You can keep fine-tuning and keep growing them. But at this point, we have, for our several different lists that we use, we have a whole library of not just emails that work, but collections, sequences of emails. So, for my dating list, which I've been running for a few years, and I have a bunch of sequences saved for all the products that I sell. It's a mix of my own products, my affiliates' products, and it's a library. And now, instead of having to write new emails, I pretty much just pick which 4 sequences to run this month and push a button, and they just run. And I can go do something else. So that's how it's different than Aweber. This is a training material, and Aweber is the tool that lets you use it.
Thanks for the question.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll be here for a few more minutes if you guys want to ask questions on, if you want to learn what these sequences are, how they work. Like I said before, you really do need to at least be building a list and have something to sell.
Slater says, I'm getting into the music marketing niche. That's cool.
Cool.
Haven't heard of that. Kind of unproven, but there's huge potential, I believe. Type beats are huge on YouTube. People selling beats without email lists. That's what I want to teach.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hey, that's awesome.
I have heard of some people selling beats. Yeah.
Cool. Like as a file to download?
Mm-hmm.
Do you make the beats or do you just go into the marketplace where they're sold?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
We're asking Slater. Yeah. Real Solutions 365 says, is that like ClickFunnels where you can set it up and the reader doesn't accept the product and they're redirected to a different offer? No, we're not selling software.
Yeah.
This is training. It's information. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like how to write certain kinds of emails.
Yeah, but I was describing to him how Aweber lets you use sequences. So
I see.
This is an automated or semi-automated way of sending emails. So you're going to use Aweber to build your email list and market to them. And once you're doing that, you may find yourself in a dilemma of, what do I mail every day? How do I send these? What emails do I actually send in order to generate a sale? And so that's what Shockwave is. It's a system of, hey, if you want to sell this product, you're going to need these 6 emails in this particular order. Here's how it works. Cool. BeLive's pretty cool. I tried Constant Contact, and it really didn't work for me.
I've never...
Cool. Yeah, I haven't used them. They're one of the biggest email service providers. What did you not like about them? I've never used them, but I've used most. I've used Aweber, GetResponse, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, Ontraport, Infusionsoft. I've used a lot, but I haven't actually used Constant Contact. Would be interested to hear what you didn't like about it.
Real Solutions says, okay, I guess it's like to help you create a better content.
It's to help you create email content that sells something and makes you money.
Slater says, I just got into the marketplace as kind of a music digital marketer. That's awesome. that's how I kind of want to approach it. I don't know many people in that space, but there are tons of people selling beats on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Great. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Would love to hear about your journey in that niche. I've never met anybody who's in it.
YouTube creators are a great niche. You know, you might even start with music and beats for them, but there may be other stuff they want to buy too. That's really cool. Definitely keep us posted on how that goes for you. I could see you doing like a sale on certain beats.
I really like that as a product because it's digital, so there's no overhead. But, I mean, your customers are going to be so happy.
Yeah.
Like, you just give them a beat they didn't have to come up with for free, and then they can create new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Real Solution says, cool, thanks, fellas. I'd say it's pretty much email hacking. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to say it. Appreciate you hanging out and asking us questions.
All right.
Oh,
Here we go.
that's a new one. That's been since
This
I
one?
sent you the last one.
This?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's email them. We're going to send you an email to log in. Well, I don't know how to do that.
I know. I'll do it like right after this call.
Okay.
We'll get you. Thanks for signing up.
Yeah, thanks for everyone that signed up. We really appreciate you being here. I hope you get value out of the book and the bonus video, which is all about how this works on social media. So Shockwave is a concept of how to capture people's attention and drive it towards a sale. Our favorite way to do that is with our email lists, but you can also do it on social media, and in conjunction with email, they work really well together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool.
I've been
Thanks,
watching
guys.
some Shockwaves. I was just at the.
Let's see.
Somebody
Basically,
said something.
oh, I asked him about Constant Contact.
Oh, right.
So the problem they have with Constant Contact, basically it takes the emails that you have and you create your own email advertisement. They really didn't help much when you wanted help on getting the email started. That was a waste of time for me. Your product is a lot of informative and walks us through the process. Cool, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've never used Constant Contact. I actually really like ConvertKit because their customer service is incredible. So if I've ever had a question or a problem on how to get started, they answer you right away and walk you through it. That always wins me over to a software if people answer my questions and help me, because I'm not a tech person. I'm a copywriter. Let's see.
I really like. Connor got me to use ConvertKit, and I don't think I'll use anything else anymore. It's so simple and elegant. A lot of the other ones have features made for like big companies, like massive companies, that don't really apply to what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So ConvertKit is just perfect for, direct response marketers.
Yeah, it really is. Or like people like us that are it's just me and Brad, we're running the business and we don't have a whole company full of people that we've hired.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe down the road, if we build a larger company, we might get a different system, but
Yeah.
we just, it's everything that you need and none of the extra stuff you don't need. You have to get approved for a ConvertKit. So I've had a lot of people tell me that. Usually when you apply, they say, hey, we need to make sure that if you're, it's only if you're uploading a current email list. They usually ask you, like I've started several accounts recently, and if you're building a list from scratch, they don't care. But if you go to upload an existing list, they ask you if you can just show them open rates from your current, whatever the current list is that you're uploading. And I've done that a few times and I've never not been approved. They're just doing that to make sure you're not a spammer. Me too. I feel the same way. Cool. Thank you. I wish this app showed us who they are.
I know. It's so odd.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out a lot of technology stuff, guys.
Yeah, we're using this app called BeLive TV. But it just says comment from Facebook. It doesn't say the name.
Well.
But yeah. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you being here. We just wanted to pop on real quick and say thanks. We're pretty tired after this whole week-long experience doing all these videos. But if you want to get Shockwave selling, all the information that you need is at rebelfortune.com/shockwave. There's a whole sales page that walks you through everything that's in the program so you can decide if it's right for you or not. And we are closing it down tomorrow night. We'd love to see you guys in there. Like I said before, if you're a total newbie and you don't have anything to sell and you don't even know how to build a list, this may not help you right away. But if you're ready to start building a list, if you have a list, if you have something to sell, this is how you really accelerate your results and start making a lot of like serious money every week. Instead of just a little bit of sales here and there, this is a really focused, powerful way to drive sales of whatever you're selling. And you can do it over and over again. It doesn't annoy anyone. It's really ethical, but it's a specific way of selling through email. Because I know a lot of, obviously we had the same problem, but a lot of people in our group have asked us, how do I keep coming up with content? What do I send to my list? What am I selling? I don't even know. It's kind of a confusing area. And we spent years building email lists and then coming up with emails every day or every chance we could to try and sell things. And this way it's just so much smoother. It's way more effective and it's a lot easier and time efficient. So now that we've finally got it down to a system and we've mastered it, we want to give it to you guys. It's super affordable. If you decide that it's right for you, if you have something to sell, you could make this pay for itself in a day. That's how we've designed it. It's very short and to the point, and you can start using it right away. So yeah, hope to see some of you guys in there. Thank you again to everyone that's already in the program. Really hope you enjoy it, and let's we'll be in touch to see how you're liking it and what else we can do to help you, have success here. And yeah, if there's no more questions, then we're gonna make sure that everyone that's bought the program gets their download info right away. I think most people have, but we just heard from someone that didn't, so we'll send that to you now. And until then, thanks a lot, guys. It's good chatting with you. We're going to go take the night off and relax.
Have an awesome night. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.